My son wanted a chin up and dip bar for working out. He's an exercise fitness buff. I'm not, obviously. You don't get a body like I got from walking on a treadmill. So I made this thing mostly out of old used 3-inch tubing and some other odd pieces. You can see even not all of it's even the same size. I think it's 3 or 4 different sizes. He has yet to paint it. I just finished it actually yesterday evening. But the hardest thing on it really was getting these miters right and getting them to line up. The equal T's and the unequal T's, the copes on it. It was pretty easy. What I had was a 3-inch hole saw, but obviously that hole saw wouldn't stand much of that. I think I had 5 or 6 cuts with it. Man, it just gutted it. For the 45s, I made a pattern to cut those with, so they'd be really close. They're still, and here's your, here's what the pattern looks like. You just put this pattern around the pipe, mark it, and you put it together. You got a pretty nice 45 degree. Well, you got 2 45s make a 90, but we call this, when I used to do installation work, we called this a stovepipe 90 pattern. I think's what we call it. Stovepipe 90, yep. So that's about what that is, stovepipe 90, just a straight 90. See, 2 45s make a 90. And of course, like everything, design changes as you go along. I wanted to make this, gosh, these dogs are loud this morning. I wanted to make these dip bars unbolt, where when I was driving by with the lawnmower, it wouldn't clothesline me and knock me off. But as it turns out, they were a little flimsy here, so we needed a brace. So, rush, I went ahead and put a brace on it. So what you got is they'll unbolt up here, but they won't unbolt here. I guess I could always put a plate down there with a couple bolts in it where they'd unbolt. But nonetheless, turned out pretty good, and not quite heavy enough out here. But it is a mobile unit, and he's just gonna put him 2 or 3 sandbags on there to hold it down, to keep it from flipping over when he's doing his dips. And if you want to know what any of that is, you have to do your own research. I'm not a fitness buff, but I know what he needed. He helped me draw it out, and that's what I made. As far as this 45 pattern goes, stovepipe 90 pattern actually, to make this cut on the pipe. I could go into that and help you draw one out, but that's a whole nother probably 30 minutes, because I'll mess it up a couple times before I even get the right one made. But I love making those flat sheet metal patterns. I've just forgot how to do a lot of it. I hope you got something out of this. I really like making stuff and reusing materials. Let me know what you make and what you reuse in the comments. Thank you, and have a great day.